Yzerman on the faceoff. Steve Yzerman wins it. We're underway. Series tied at 1 apiece. Detroit won the last game at home by a score of 6-1. Brent Gilchrist moving in. McElpine on the hit on the far side. Scott Keller in the checking line of St. Louis out. Pronger handles the puck with a big roar from the crowd. Third he's had. A big roar when he came out for the pregame skate. A big roar when he came out for the game. And another one as he touched that puck up in the zone. Yzerman drops it back. Larry Murphy, Lidstrom out on defense. Lidstrom whips it wide side. Murphy on the high lift out of the zone. Both teams will change it up. McElpine gloved it down. The attempted shoot in blocked by Lidstrom. And that's going to be offside. Turgeon was in on the left wing side. Puck. Osgood red hot last 5 games, a 201 goals against and a 925 save percentage. He's 25. Grant Fuhr, 35 years old in net at the other end. Osgood directing traffic as it came deeper in the zone. The touch-up Rayoon came in there. And they waved off any icing on it. Referee tonight, Dan Marawelli, Kevin Collins, and Dan Shaxi are the linesmen. Pronger out there again, cleared back to center to Turgeon. Here, Turgeon, 3 goals, 4 assists so far in the playoffs this year. Sent in, Osgood let that one go to the wide side. Rouse came over to get him clipped, tipped out to center. Here's Fedorov. Fedorov, only 1 goal in the last 5 games, but he's having a good playoff. Sergei Fedorov has 6 goals, second place for goals among the playoff goal scorers. Duchesne, bad pass. Larionov got it. Pronger helped out, shot that wide. And St. Louis got away with a bad pass coming out of the zone. Duchesne trying to kick it back to Pronger. Couldn't. Deflected off the near side, Larionov. Igor Larionov, Slava Fetisov. Fetisov set off the last game as a scratch. He's in this one, and Anders Eriksson, the youngster, has been scratched for Detroit tonight on D. Brendan Shanahan holds it in. Shanahan trying to center. Shanahan shot it right through the crease. Just went by Larionov. Fetisov shot blocked deeper into the corner. Duchesne came back to get it. Hall, the man who blocked that shot. Duchesne will turn that up ice. That'll be chased down by Slava Fetisov. Fetisov, no icing. Shot it around to Shanahan. Shanahan banged it out to center. McGinnis back out there on D. Now McGinnis, first game back in here after missing the 2 with that groin pull that he suffered in practice. And another bad pass that they got away with on the aerial. Campbell moved it in, battered away Shanahan.
And you know that Detroit has bullseyes on both Al McInnes and Chris Pronger. All of the Detroit players were really sympathetic to Pronger's situation. They said he didn't want to see what happened.
Oh, here's McCann. Shot saved. Fuhr lost it. Rebound. Fuhr. Koser hit the back of Grant Fuhr. 2 big chances by the checking line of Detroit. One on a giveaway and one on the rebound by Joey Koser. Jamie McCowan, the first opportunity, got the shot. The rebound came down. Osgood makes the save. Draper cleared it off the boards to himself. Game starting out here like a house of fire. Both teams flying up and down the ice. Turcotte tried to glove it in. McCarty batted it out of the zone. Back to get it, Mark Bergevin. Bergevin over to Duchesne. Duchesne coming to the middle. Terry Yates. Yates got Chase with him on this line along with Turcotte. Turcotte got tied up and lost it. Yzerman got it out. Yzerman coming in the middle. Brought in. McCarty shot. Score! Darren McCarty, then he runs over Grant Fuhr. And Kelly Chase goes after McCarty. No penalties on the aftermath. So it's 5-on-5. McCarty gets the goal. Osgood batted that one off the dasher. Blues will try and come right back. Conroy up top to Pronger. His wrister, Osgood deflected that away. Blair Atchison cleared it around on the near side. Atchison with that checking line out there for the St. Louis Blues. Conroy, Atchison, and Pellerin. Pronger batted it back along the boards. Up for Fedorov. Fedorov's got some room. Fedorov with McElpine. Save made by Grant Fuhr. And almost another 2-on-1 chance.
Fedorov line, the Yzerman line, and the Larionov line can all double as either one. The Draper line's pretty well a checking line, but even that line chips in with the odd goal.
And he rolls them over. And that is huge depth in this National Hockey League. At this point of the league where it's tough to come up with that kind of depth. Brendan Shanahan. Shanahan trying to center. Couldn't get it around. Al McGinnis up, not out. Larry Murphy gunned it in. Martin Lapointe centered. Shanahan tried to knock it down. Batted it around. Turgeon to the near side. The Detroit Red Wings coming out early, putting the heat on. And one of the things they're doing that Scotty Bowman has made one of the 4 things he wants done is puck control. Well, early on here in the first 4 minutes of this game, the Detroit Red Wings are controlling the puck, and that's going to create problems. The netminder, Grant Fuhr of the Blues.
These Blues are the Red Wings back to business, and they're going to target them and try to really feed on them physically.
Fetisov intercepted the pass, came loose at center. Draper whips it across ice over to get it. Portnoy. Jeff Portnoy, his 134th playoff game. Right back into the zone. They've got a 2-on-1 opportunity. Courtnall on the far side. Never got through in the pass by Pavel Dimitrov. Centered on Osgood, and he'll cover it up. So the Blues get an odd man rush the other way. And Yzerman 27 for 44 on faceoffs, and he'll get credited with another win right there. Yzerman's taken more draws so far in this series than any other Detroit Red Wing. On the other side, Turgeon, 21 for 41, has taken the most draws for the St. Louis Blues. Not a lot of shots early on, but one has gone in for Detroit, and they've got the lead, and their transition game has been good. Sent back in wide by McCarty. Yzerman had gone offside on the far side. That'll stop it with 14.
Courtnall with Dimitrov, guys like that. With McKinnis back in the blue line, they can strike from anywhere now.
Power play is playing a huge part in the playoffs this year. As the number of power plays are up, the number of goals scored off the power plays increasing because the obstruction penalties are being called. The St. Louis Blues get the power play opportunity here to try and tie this game up. Courtnall let it go to the near side. Lidstrom fended his man off, and Fedorov cleared that one out to center. St. Louis on the power play, 2 for 15 against Detroit. Overall, they've gone 10 for 51. Their power play number's third best in the playoffs this year. Detroit penalty killers are ranked 10th. They've given up 8 power play goals and 48 chances, including the 2 against the Blues. Turgeon brought it in. Turgeon tied up, got open momentarily as Jamie McCown went by. Chose not to shoot it. Bob Rouse cleared it up. Draper sprawling, couldn't get it. And it'll be cleared out to center. Rouse is on the right side. Maltby got it up to it. 3-on-2 chance. That one blocked. Ended up 2-on-3 the other way as the Blues got back. Swung back out by Maltby. They'll just rag it back a little bit and then send it. Both teams change it up. St. Louis on the power play. Their power play during the regular season was tied for 9th. Detroit was 9th in penalty killing. Pavel Dimitrov brings it in. Dimitrov tried to drop it for Campbell. Intercepted Murphy, and Murphy cleared it out. Pronger's back. Brad Fuhr is going to have to come out and help out. And he left it in behind the net, put his leg out a little bit, and tried to trip Martin LaPointe. They both just go to the business. Terry Yates. Yates looking into the middle for Campbell. Dimitrov blocked and cleared out of the zone again by Martin LaPointe.
Well, even when the Red Wings have not forced St. Louis has kind of hurried their offensive plays. But the Red Wings' plan on almost all of their kills is to keep the team from getting a clean setup. And St. Louis hasn't really been able to set up cleanly yet.
And they don't here. Sergei Fedorov will clear that one out of the zone. Again, Brad Fuhr coming out to get it. Time down to 7 seconds remaining in this power play for the Blues. They trail 1-0 in this game, and their power play is over. So the Detroit Red Wings have killed it off. Into the zone, Duchesne. Conroy tied up as he was hit by Slava Fetisov. Came high off the boards. Wraparound chance. Mironov trying to get it out, and they do. Here's Larionov. Gilchrist on the other side. Dropped it back. Shot McCarty. Saved Fuhr. No rebound. But again, getting some great play. Barnaby with a hat trick. People that you wouldn't expect to be scoring the number of goals they are for Buffalo. Getting it done along with Hasek's D. Sent in deep. Fetisov back to get it. 12:04 to go here in the first period in St. Louis. McAlpine stepped up, held it in. Hull, the turnaround shot deflected to the corner. Fastball Rayum. Turgeon hollowed Rayum on this line. Turgeon centered. Nobody there. Played out by Martin LaPointe. Rayum will get chase at the other end. Shots are 4-2 in this game in favor of the Red Wings. I know there have been some pretty good odd man rushes both ways. Brett Hull trying to move it into Turgeon, but they're offside. Turgeon on the right wing side.
He said, look, I can only take so much slashing, and that's what this stick is for, the equalizer, so the little guys.
Shot by Dimitrov, blocked by Draper. Strange play there in the setup. Cleared out by Maltby, who got hit from behind and decked by Campbell and didn't like it. Brought back in Courtnall. Saved by Osgood. Rebound sets in the face-off dot, and a penalty coming on the other side. Interference on the Red Wings. Pavel. I keep telling the players, he says you're going to get 4 calls in a game where you go, hey, that wasn't a penalty. Anyway, he said no matter what kind of referee is going on, he said now with the obstruction calls, you get 4 more that you weren't expected to get. So all of a sudden, if you're not careful and disciplined, you're suddenly shorthanded 8 or 9 times in the game before you know it. And that's why he's told his team, he said, you've got to play disciplined hockey. You can't be committing those kinds of offenses. Courtnall to Hull, and he ripped it wide. Osgood trying to cover. Fedorov the loose puck, not out of the zone. Near side, McGinnis with a cannon. Scores! The series, playing in his first game of the series. His first of the playoffs this year. 31st of his career. 9:15. Duchesne and Courtnall on the power play goal get the assists, and it is a 1-1 game, and this house is back into it again. And Detroit has now allowed at least 1 power play goal in the last 8 games. That is not good for Detroit. Touched up. Icing call here. It really matters. I mean, with these penalties being called now, you make mistakes, you're going to pay for it. You've got to remain disciplined. Fedorov trying to make the turn. Pronger got a piece, and he's going to go to the penalty box. That's exactly the kind of penalty we're talking about. That's one of those obstructing. You won't be surprised to learn these two teams are 1 and 2 in the playoffs in playoff power play chances. Detroit averaging 7.1 a game is second. St. Louis 8.5 power plays a game is first. So don't expect a lot of 5-on-5 here, the way it's gone so far in the playoffs. Kozlov tried to move it in, had it deflected away. Detroit on a power play, and the faceoff will come probably just inside the blue. Game control. Fedorov against Conroy, and Conroy won the draw. As we said, he's taken a lot of them. Osgood holds it up. Lidstrom fell down. Whipped back off the boards here by Mironov. Bad pass behind the net by Mironov. St. Louis shorthand who will rag it out the center. Al McGinnis. McGinnis fakes once. Holmstrom put a hit on him, and he sent it back in behind the net. Mironov comes back. Mironov and Lidstrom are teamed up. Lidstrom with 9 points in the playoffs. #1 among defensemen in playoff scoring. Fedorov in. Got knocked down by McGinnis, and Blair Atchingham cleared it out to Turcotte. Turcotte shorthanded. Stood up by Mironov. Gunned it in. Lidstrom. Turcotte on him. Lidstrom will have to turn it. Detroit not getting into the zone here with under a minute left on their power play chance. Game tied at 1-1. Mironov trying to send it in. Larionov's got to play it back at center as St. Louis lines up along the blue line and prevents the Red Wings from moving in. Grant Fuhr will play this one back in behind the net. Hard wrap around to Turcotte, cleared out as Todd Gill got it around. Red Wings change it up in the power play unit over to Larionov. Larionov trying to move through the middle. Dishes back to the point. Larry Murphy. Save made. Kicked away from Larionov. Pellerin trying to clear. Can't get it out. Larry Murphy's shot. Missed it as he went for the wide side. Power play still underway. Held in by Mironov. Lost control. Batted out of the zone. Duchesne got it out. Detroit's power play during the regular season, 6th best. St. Louis penalty killers were tied for 5th. St. Louis penalty killers here in the playoff have been outstanding. The best in the playoffs at killing them off. Oh, that's good. Bounced right over and by him.
It might have even gone through his pads.
Wow. Strange things early on. Draper clears it into the zone. Power play over. Detroit does not convert. It remains 1-1. Pasquale Rayun cleared that one out. Hull giving chase. Jamie McCown over to get it. McCown cleared it up through the middle. Draper's onside. Draper will send it in, and Detroit will change. Al McGinnis, a lot of ice time first period. Gilchrist trying to hold it in. Hull batted it away from him and out of the zone. Brett Hull here in the playoffs. 3 goals, 3 assists. Game number 7 that he's played in for the St. Louis Blues. Chased down by Fetisov. Turgeon on him. Reverse direction near side for Draper. Big collision behind the net. Fetisov took a big hit. He got squeezed by Pasquale Rayun and Turgeon. Back to the right side. Shot wide of the net on McCarty. Rebound. Played back off the sideboards. Couldn't get it by McAlpine. McAlpine clears it out of there. This will be chased by Mironov and will be touched up for the icing call.
Where the scoring is fast and furious. Nice passing here by Buffalo. Michael Pekka finishes things off, just slips it in the net. Buffalo back on top. Seconds later, Turner Stevenson, wrist shot just inside the blue line. A bad one.
Is that Dominic Hasek?
I believe so. How many times do you say bad ones when you're talking about a goal that he lets in?
I think that's the first time this year. 1-1 game here, 6:47 remaining to go, and the shots are 6-5 in favor of the Detroit Red Wings. Through center, Fedorov. Sergei Fedorov. He moves it in himself. Kozlov in the middle with him. Fedorov shuts it down. Shot partially blocked up and over the glass. That will be a souvenir. The youngster. Off the face-off. Courtnall's got it. Courtnall flips that one up to center off Brendan Shanahan. Campbell moving in. Campbell the shot. Osgood to save. Reaching out, Larry Murphy. You note the rebounds that Osgood's giving up in front. Down on the ice, Steve Duchesne. He had a collision, I believe, with Brendan Shanahan. Gets back up. And runs into Larry Murphy.
Yep. He did a little cartwheel because he got one.
Here in 6:06 of playing time. Knocked away at center by Jimmy McCown. McCown sends it in. Martin Lapointe getting chased. Lapointe battling Todd Gill over there. In front, Shanahan just missed the chance. Sent in by McCown with a bouncing puck. Shanahan couldn't get the point to Shanahan. Shanahan looking to turn it. Shanahan, Larionov, and LaPointe on this line. Larionov goes on top. Jamie McCown shot. That one blocked. Terry Yake got that one with a skate. Turgeon played it on the side. Larionov came in to hold it in. Turgeon got tied up. Al McGinnis to play it. McGinnis, little room. Yake's got it near side. Yake will send it. Detroit is in a change. Turgeon. Hull. Batted away. Jamie McCown. Turgeon holds it in again over to Hull. Hull reaching, falls down. Rouse picks it up. They're back through center. Detroit's got a chance for a 3-on-2. Gilchrist coming. Gilchrist. He'll get pinned up on the near side wall. That will break that up in a hurry. Chris McAlpine, the big hit. Gilchrist batted it off the dasher. Darren McCarty got it back in behind the net. McCarty looking. McCarty gets in front. Turn around. Eisenman. Blocked out in front by Pronger. Never got in on net. Terry Yake up and out. Slava Fetisov knocks it down. Great pace here. First period of this game. Both teams changing again. Brought back in Dimitra. Got an angle. Great save. Osgood. He had to lean back the other way. Eisenman off the red line. Had it batted away to Maltby. To Courtnall to Fetisov. St. Louis. Campbell. Lost it. Maltby pins him up. Sent back into the Detroit zone. Mironov. You better keep your head up here in this one. There's been very little room to glide. Courtnall centering pass. Maltby intercepts. Maltby turning it. Pavel Dimitra came over on the check. Cleared back out the center. Draper went by. Here's Courtnall. Courtnall over to Dimitra again. Dimitra. Shot. Blocked. Fetisov blocked it. And Detroit gets it out of there. Duchesne's right back on the ice. Game tied at 1. 4:11 to go. First period. Series tie. Also at 1-1. That'll be touched up. Thought there was going to be an icing, and there wasn't. Courtnall came in and played it. Lidstrom thought he was going to get a whistle. Conroy batted it. Courtnall wraparound block. Cleared up by Tomas Holmstrom out of the zone.
Boy, Lidstrom looks like he's okay. I mean, no harm done in a scoring sense because St. Louis didn't get a scoring chance. I wondered for a second if Nicky Lidstrom was hurt.
Kozlov, wrist shot. Save made. Fuhr. Rebound batted away, and twice Todd Gill had to go after it to get it out. Lidstrom back in his own end. Got it back through the middle. St. Louis has got to clear the zone. Pellerin in. Scott Pellerin tied up by Fedorov from behind. Still control. Pellerin dropped it in the middle. Conroy let it go. Pronger! Deflected wide in front. Atchison. Rebound on the back of the net. Pellerin's got it. Pellerin taken down. Penalty coming up on Detroit. Goal. Face-off coming to the right side. Eisenman, Turgeon. Eisenman got it back. Turgeon batted it down. Duchesne along with McGinnis along the blue. Now McGinnis already one goal. Osgood a save. Batted up in the air once, twice with a couple of high sticks. And that will draw a whistle here. And the faceoff will come back in.
Trophy finalists.
Those announcements on the winners won't be made, of course, until the end of June. Sergei Fedorov moving it in. Fedorov dumped it back in behind the net. Eisenman ended up in the net. Got out of there, though, and Fuhr let him go. Hull comes the other way. Power play underway for St. Louis. Fedorov on the intercept. Fedorov short-handed. Fedorov coming. Eisenman's in the middle with him. Eisenman says, give it to me, but it was behind him. Turgeon picks it up. Power play starts the other way. Courtnall to Hull. Courtnall's got a step. Murphy catches up with him. Save made. Osgood. Rebound batted to the side. Not on net. Cleared out. McGinnis can't stop it. Wow.
Yep.
And we've got 1:14 remaining on this power play for the St. Louis Blues. Grant Fuhr holding it back in behind the net. Pronger's playing his regular shifts. How about a story just kind of disappearing in a matter of 2 minutes? Here's Pronger. Everyone was worried about whether he was going to survive literally from that block shot he had Sunday. All of a sudden the story's gone. He's playing regularly. In the middle, Dimitra could not get to that one. Red Wings back, and Pronger holds it in. McCown trying to clear, couldn't get it out of there. Chased down by Draper. Draper touched up by Gill, who held it into Campbell. Campbell got tied up. Pavel Dimitra sends it up the board. Power play still underway here for the Blues. Game tied at 1. Gill the shot deflected out deep and swung out of the zone. Diving Chris Draper. George fell down and the puck went by him and wide of the net.
Okay, he's tied now with Chris Osgood.
They're even. One apiece on strange plays where the puck didn't go in the net. Here's Hull, but a whistle and an offside on the Blues. Doug Brown, and that will even it up in a 4-on-4 setting here. 4-on-4 for the first time in this first period. In the middle, Conroy. Conroy lost control. McCarty coming back to get it. Aaron McCarty will send it deeper into his own zone. McCarty got leveled on the near side by Conroy. Doug, has this been as physical a series as you expected?
Well, actually, I think the first series of every playoffs are the most physical, and then they go down a little bit as penalties and power plays become more important, and you don't ever want to give the other team a good chance. And so there's been some hard hitting, but I think the first series was even more physical.
This is interesting. Here's Lidstrom. Lidstrom moving to the red line. 1 minute left to go here in the period. Back Tomas Holmstrom to Shanahan. Shot the save by Fuhr as he held the short side. Shanahan to Holmstrom. Holmstrom tried to get it out in front, was intercepted. Bergevin cleared at the length of the ice. Osgood will come out to play this. Power play underway now for the Detroit Red Wings. For the Red Wings, their second power play of the game. The Detroit Red Wings in the playoffs, their power play is ranked 7th overall. Cleared up, knocked down. Larry Murphy, turnaround, blocked off skates into the corner. 26 seconds left to go in the period. Game back to center, short-handed chance. Pronger the other way. Doug, how about that for a story? Pronger coming back to play in this game.
Well, it's good for it's good for his sake, and everybody. As far as the health of the sport, you don't ever want to see anyone injured that terribly.
Down the middle, Shanahan. Boom! My goodness! Back on top, behind Steve Yzerman. Fedorov is in the middle. Yzerman trying to kick it back, did. There's Mironov. His shot blocked into the corner. Pronger back, and we've completed one. Doug Brown, hope you're back soon. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Grant Fuhr, big first period. Interference call at 18:21. This is the second power play of the game for Detroit. They have not converted. The St. Louis Blues are 1 for 3 on the advantage. Pronger got it out of there. Lidstrom back. Lidstrom and Larry Murphy playing along the point. Murphy drops it wide side. Time will expire on this power play here in a hurry, and it's over. Pronger cleared it around the board, so we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And a 1-1 game as we start the second. Al McGinnis rips that one in wide on Osgood. McGinnis shoots even from that far out. It's dangerous, because it still comes with a lot of mustard on it by the time he gets to the goaltender. McCarty knocked it down. Yzerman stays on side. Yzerman got the puck back over to McCarty, and they almost had a 2-on-1 down low. McCarty tried to center. Steve Duchesne came in to block it. McCarty got it back. McCarty in the high slot. Great pass down low. Gilchrist never got a shot off. Brett Gilchrist got the pass, but never got the shot off as it bounced over his stick.
And it looked like Grant Fuhr helped himself on the play by maybe poke-checking Gilchrist, because he was all alone.
Detroit with a chance early on here in this period. Back at center, it's loose, cleared up. Holmstrom knocked it across ice. Fastball Rayum had it, lost it. Fedorov in. Sergei Fedorov looking for help. Didn't realize he had Kozlov in the middle. Deflects away to center. Jamie McCown will chase down. McCown and Rouse, 2 veterans, and that will be an icing call. And it will be one back behind the net. As Terry Yake won the faceoff, return pass to him blocked by Tomas Holmstrom, batted away by Atchedum. Fedorov got it. Fedorov dished it in. 2-on-1 down low. Shot. Holmstrom scores. Kozlov set him up. Tomas Holmstrom continues his hot season with his 4th goal of the playoffs, and Detroit's on top again, 2-1.
You can't turn the puck over in the neutral zone to the Detroit Red Wings. And when you get caught up in the play, we'll show you what happened. It was in the neutral zone. Here it is. The play, St. Louis, they're just trying to move the puck this way. Watch what happens. Al McInnis and Todd Gill are both trying to squeeze up in the play to take away the gap. But watch, quick transition, and Todd Gill's caught over here. He had to come back, and Al McInnis got caught on the other side, too. So at one point, they were both kind of caught. Atchedum tried the centering pass. McInnis had stepped right up above the blue line. Todd Gill had to come back and play a 2-on-1. That's what happens when you turn the puck over to the neutral zone of the Red Wings. Their counterattack will get you.
And they've got a 2-1 lead. Pavel Demitra getting chase. Shanahan takes the hit and got it out of the zone. Larionov, Pronger intercepts. And the Detroit Red Wings take the lead here in the first 2 minutes of this second period. They get on the board for the second time. Larry Murphy spun around. Courtnall got the puck. Courtnall for Campbell. Let it go to Pronger. Pronger trying to hold it in. Can't. Lapointe kicked it away. Lapointe on the right side. Return pass intercepted by Pronger. Love down by Pavel Demitra. That one got stuck on the ice as well, and he had to come back to get it. The Red Wings, the odd man rushes in their favor. Larry Murphy behind the net. Dangerous pass as he was being squeezed by Demitra. It'll be touched up by McAlpine. 1:36 time of the goal. 7 games during the regular season. He's already got 4 in the playoffs. Back into the middle. Shot deflected in front. Turnaround Hall. Couldn't get to it. Cleared out of the zone by Draper. Pronger and Duchesne working together in defense. Scotty Bowman wants a matchup here. Makes a quick change. Rouse on the intercept. Off Rayum's stick. Kozlov was able to get it in the zone, but Detroit is offside. Great to have you with us here in near side for Larry Murphy off the face-off win and gunned in. This has been Detroit's period in the playoffs. They've outscored the opposition. Point shot on. Grant Yor makes the save again on Holmstrom. The Red Wings are 17 to fixing it up. That will definitely take a chunk. Draper won the draw. Batiste off the shot. Save made by Fury to reach for it. Koser was looking for the rebound, but it was battered away to center by Duchesne. St. Louis down to goal. Brett Hull. Hull dropped it. Shot save made. What a chance. And a penalty coming up, and it'll be on Detroit. Turgeon got loose. It was 99 degrees that first day we were there for a game. It was like it was raining inside the building. Cleared around. Power play underway now. Draper at 3:17 on the hold. St. Louis is at their 4th power play of the game. They are 1 for 4. Al McGinnis has picked up the power play goal in the playoffs now for St. Louis. They are 11 for 53. Courtnall centered it. Osgood reached, blocked it before Hull could get there. Turgeon trying to center. Turgeon controlled, then lost it. Yzerman short-handed. Cleared out of the zone, Larry Murphy. Penalty killing unit of the Detroit Red Wings ranked 10th among the playoff teams. They've given up 9 power play goals on 51 chances. Shots you see, Red Wings with the advantage. And they've got the lead 2-1. Fedorov over blocked that. Fedorov could not clear it out though. Duchesne. Steve Duchesne. Brett Hull in the high slot area where he loves to gun it. Duchesne comes over. Shot. Osgood save. Rebound. Great save by Osgood. Oh, Brett Hull. Osgood. 2 huge saves. Duchesne. Near side McGinnis. There's that cannon. Deflected again by Osgood. Rouse cleared it up to Maltby. Maltby needs to get it out and does. Chris Osgood saying, I've got to earn my own place on this Detroit team. I keep hearing about Mike Vernon. I'm really tired of hearing about Mike Vernon. I'm the goaltender here now.
He'll make everybody forget about Mike Vernon real quick if he keeps making saves like he did on that second chance shot by Brett Hull. Wow.
In behind the net, Murphy dropped it off. Power play down to 34 seconds. Not out. Gill held it in. They'll put Terry Yake in the high slot. Courtnall down low. Courtnall's going to go after the puck. Courtnall center. Dimitra! Another save! Another save by Osgood! Dimitra with 2 chances. Terry Yake. Yake looking for the D, cutting on the weak side. Leaves it. Courtnall blocked by Kozlov. Martin Lapointe around the boards. Not enough to get it out of the zone. Still a power play chance. 7 seconds left on it. Osgood trips Dimitra. Fans wanted to call. They won't get it. Terry Yake blocked near side. Yake lost control. Cleared. Penalty over. Onside. Draper. No. Tried to stay onside coming out of the penalty box, but didn't.
Osgood never lost sight of the puck once.
Remember that Chris Osgood, his regular season win percentage is .687. It is second all time in NHL history to only Ken Dryden in a win percentage. That one will be whistled, and the face-off will stay in the...
You know that if Chris Osgood stays as good as he is, they're going to have to generate those second chances.
Duchesne shot. That went right through a screen. I'm not sure he ever saw that one. Brett Hull had 1 shot on goal first period. Another one here he's added in the second. Rayum went over. Osgood played it around the boards. Batiste off up and out of the zone. 14 minutes plus left to go here, second period. The Detroit Red Wings have taken the 2-1 lead. Back comes McCarty, who's got a goal. Wide side, Brendan Shanahan. Duchesne lost it. Shanahan sprawled, got a shot off but wide. In behind the net, intercepted. Shanahan trying to draw it in front. Duchesne won't let it. McCarty trying to center Larionov. Couldn't get it through Turgeon. And Turgeon will start it up. With Turgeon moving it in. Turgeon lost control. Mironov off the boards. Turgeon again dumps it back into the corner. Taken behind the net by Joey Koser. The checking line out there now. Koser with Shanahan. Shanahan tipped it wrong side of the red, though. That's going to be an icing call on the touch by Al McGinnis. And will give us a chance to check in with John Saunders. John on the near side. Steve Yzerman. A lot of face-offs for the Detroit Red Wings. 27 for 44 coming into this game on face-off. Usually won that one. Back behind the net for Lidstrom to Yzerman. Yzerman, Draper, and Maltby are with him. Here's Maltby. Maltby couldn't get a shot off center. Blocked by Fuel. Draper came over. Near side, Larry Murphy steps up. Murphy takes a shot. That's blocked and a penalty behind the play. Minor on the high sticking on Al McGinnis. Third power play of the game for the Detroit Red Wings. Steve Yzerman. Yzerman shot. Grant Fuel the save right into the high slot. Turned by Scott Pellerin and cleared out of the zone. Detroit 0 for 2 on the power play in this game. 1 for 17 in this series against the Blues. Nicholas Lidstrom took a hop, almost came to the front of the net. Darren McCarty will work out in front. Pronger knocked it away. Conroy couldn't get it out on the first try. Does on the second. Scott Pellerin short-handed. Pellerin alone will rag it back the other way. Pellerin looks for help. Found it for Pronger. Far side to Achinum. Blair Achinum coming. McCarty chasing him. Took him down. Eisenman will pick up the puck. Detroit. Power play. Sent back by Turcotte. Near side to Mironov. Mironov makes some dangerous passes. Another one right there, right in front of Chris Osgood. And that'll be offside on Detroit. Let's check.
Buffalo's goalie is going to be no matter what happens, but Montreal doesn't know, and that's not a good feeling.
Well, Detroit in that same situation here. Backup Kevin Hodgson has played very little at all in the NHL. It's Chris Osgood, do or die. He knows that, and that's the way he wanted it. That's the way the Red Wings wanted it. Now they traded Mike Vernon, the MVP of the playoffs last year, who helped lead Detroit to a cup. Larry Murphy shot deflected in front. Just cleared to the near side by Pronger. Big pile up in front. Power play still underway for Detroit. Fedorov working on the near side short boards. Kozlov center. Came back to Murphy. Murphy to Fedorov. Fedorov some heavy banging in front. Fedorov cutting. Kozlov tried to feed him. Couldn't. Lost control. And it's cleared out of the zone. Good work down low. Pronger and Mark Bergevin. Cleared back up by Osgood. Tomas Holstrom has picked up a goal here to give Detroit the lead in this period. Fedorov left it. Kozlov backhander. Grant Fuhr the save. Back up to Larry Murphy. Still a power play. Shot made in McCown. Save made by Grant Fuhr. Near side Sergei Fedorov. Fedorov looking. Power play is over. Back at full strength St. Louis. Dumped into the zone. Here's McGinnis just out of the box. McGinnis gets hooked and a penalty coming on Detroit.
Now go to your room with no TV.
Again, a save made by Osgood. Duchesne sends it back in behind the net. Campbell cleared it up. Al McGinnis, power play for St. Louis. Damien McCown holding at 8:55. Fifth power play of the game for the St. Louis Blues. They are 1 for 4 so far, with McGinnis having that power play goal. That one bumped to the middle. McCarty gets knocked down. Holler the puck, lost it. McGinnis got it back. Sent it in for Hull, blocked by Larry Murphy. Murphy clears it out of the zone. Murphy gets it back and sends it in. Larry Murphy, who I always love to call the most underrated. Put it in about any category you want. He usually is most underrated. Duchesne stood up Mironov. Draper starts the other way. Draper being hooked, held, no penalty. Moves it in again, and offside as Maltby had entered the zone on the right.
This have been called regularly by every referee in the playoffs.
That's just flat-out water skiing right there. Pronger back in behind the net. Power play, 1:02 left on it here. Cleared up near side for Gill. St. Louis on the power play. Osgood holding it up. And got caught with nowhere to go with it. Sent it around. Pronger holds it in again. Near side to Courtnall. Jeff Courtnall. Pavel Demitra, Terry Yates, Courtnall, Demitra up front of the power play. Gill back, shot, save Osgood, and he deflects it intentionally. A mile up into the back for Larry Murphy. Eisenman won another one. Over to Sergei Fedorov. Fedorov will clear that one out of the zone. You see the time remaining, 32 seconds on this power play for the St. Louis Blues. The Blues have gone 3 for 19 against Detroit. They're in the playoffs on the power play. Osgood tried to cut it off. Eisenman, Turgeon, Fedorov held in at the point. Duchesne and McGinnis working the point, and that one Fedorov blocked.
He was acquired because the Blues didn't know where their goal scoring was going to come from. Where is he playing now? Checking line.
Blair Achinum on that checking line. There. Ooh, what a shot on Rouse. Centering pass. Detroit will get it back. Tisov, brother, who took that hit. Slava got leveled in behind the net. Got back up and skated away. Power play is over, and the Wings.
Detroit's power play a little earlier, but you know you're going to get cross-checked 10 times. All parts of your back when you stand like that.
And with that height of Pronger, his cross-checks most often come on the back of your neck. He's known around the league as a headhunter, and one of the reasons is that height. Martin Lapointe moving it in. Lapointe trying to center. Blocked by Chris McAlpine. Arianov moved over. Shanahan got the puck. Shanahan trying to find a little room. Shanahan had to go back to the blue. They start wheeling and dealing here, but out deep. Fetisov sends it in. Loose. Shanahan kicked at it. Martin Lapointe. Shanahan. Shanahan deflected away. Turgeon got a piece. Fetisov stepped up on Turgeon. There against the boards. Turgeon hanging on to Fetisov's stick again. Larionov guns it into the wide side corner. Martin Lapointe. He shot it off the side of the net. Cleared around Pascual Rayul, and it's out of the zone. 2-1. Red Wings on top. 8:04 to go. Second period. Series tied and one apiece. McAlpine batted it back for Pronger. Pronger turning on that hit. Didn't clear it out of the zone. They'll try again here. Pronger gets it back on the near side. Shuffles that one to Hull. Hull will send it in as he got triple team. Maltby will pick it up after Draper blocked. Near side for Draper again. Draper tipped it. Couldn't get to it. Penalty coming up. There's the whistle, and it's going to be a tripping call away from the play.
Any longer, but can't afford odd man rushes. 3 odd man rushes for Detroit, 2 goals.
And a power play now for the Detroit Red Wings. The clipping call on Courtnall at 12:22. This will be the 4th power play of the game for Detroit. 0 for 3 in the game tonight, and the Red Wings 2 for 18 in the series. Yzerman moves it in. Yzerman tied up. Played around by Bergevin. Comes off the wall and out the center. Lidstrom's going to come back to get it. And Detroit's got to get back on side. Mironov turning. Mironov playing a point on the power play. Mironov battling Conroy for it. Mironov got it, sent it in wide side. McCarty giving chase. Grant Fuhr will come out and cover and will hang on in order to get the face-off. Detroit on a power play, and they will face off won by Sergei Fedorov over to Murphy. Larry Murphy leaves it in the middle. Fedorov a wrister. Fuhr the save. Rebound. He got it in the glove. Kozlov was waiting for it to come down, but
You'll show the puck and say, "You looking for this?" Maybe sarcastic, but not trash talking officially.
Sergei Fedorov over to Murphy. Shot deflected in front and cleared. And the power play closing in on a minute to go here for the Detroit Red Wings on the advantage with 6:37 to go in the period. Lidstrom flying. Fedorov down the right side. Fedorov centered. Pronger blocked it. Shorthanded the other way. Pellerin trying to spread it out. Lidstrom takes him to the boards. Banged off the side of the net to Larry Murphy. Fedorov again will lead it up. Fedorov, his pass too far ahead to be handled, and it'll be touched on the icing call by Marc Bergevin. Good time game last night. They go up in that series. Larionov wins the face-off here. Detroit's still on a power play. In the middle, Larionov. Lapointe and Shanahan up front on this power play unit. Steve Duchesne around. Lapointe holds it in. Lapointe left it back in the corner. Shanahan to Lapointe. Let it go. Mironov shot blocked, and it'll be cleared out of the zone by Steve Duchesne. This Detroit power play struggling a bit here to get things set up. They were 6th best overall during the regular season, but not playing that way right now. Larionov coming back, but it'll be touched up first by Marc Bergevin. Power play's over. They're 0 for 4. And baseball, football have been the same way. I mean, the St. Louis Cardinals, Mark McGuire's found a home here. Been received by this city. I mean, they take to those really...
Named as one of the finalists for the Norris. If he makes the first All-Star team, when that is announced, he gets another $1 million. He is on a roll right now.
Another day, another $1 million. Drop back, Al McGinnis. McGinnis trying to clear. Yzerman holds it in. Yzerman a little wrong shot. Missed it on the short side. Rouse holds it in behind the net. McGinnis giving chase again. Maltby will get there first. Pierre Turgeon on the intercept. Pronger looking through the middle. Deflected away, offside Detroit. Way offside, and that will draw the whistle.
Can tell that this game's tightened up a bit. Offside.
Pretty well handled that situation. Pavel Demitra on the near side held it in. Had Larry Murphy on him. Yzerman came back to get it. Yzerman dishes wide side. McCarty. Duchesne can't get the stick on it. Duchesne will chase it down. Duchesne backs it up. Paid for it as he got hit by McCarty. Gilchrist over there. Demitra dug it out. McCarty got it. Back in the middle. Yzerman back over to McCarty. Jim Campbell is there. Campbell hit from behind. Puck taken away by Gilchrist. Gilchrist, great job. Campbell hanging on over there. Dumped back in for Yzerman. Yzerman looking into the middle. Yzerman coming around. McCarty's in front. Backhand pass never got there. Back behind for Gilchrist. Gilchrist, no room here. Puck sitting on the boards. Intercepted again. Yzerman. Yzerman whips it around the other way. Right now, St. Louis needs the clear. Can't get it. Yzerman couldn't play it. Courtnall got it out of there. Nicholas Lidstrom off the boards. Pavel Demitra circles in his own end. Both teams changing it up. Courtnall on the right. Pass to him, batted away. Osgood. Murphy. Larry Murphy, 5th all-time among defensemen in scoring in the playoffs. Taken down by Courtnall. Cleared out of the zone. Ragged back. Pronger bounced on him. Pronger up the boards. Larry Murphy steps in. Murphy moves it down the right. LaPointe on the far side. Brendan Shanahan. Shanahan looking. Slot area. Came back. Fetisov tried to get a shot off. Could not. Brought back 2-on-2. Brett Hall. Hall centered. Kicked wide. That would have been an interesting thing if Terry Yake had driven that one in. Clearly trying to direct it in with a skate as he lifted that foot up and almost made the Radio City Rockettes. Terry Yake. Yake trying to center. Turgeon. Turgeon batted it. Turgeon lost it in the skates. Again back behind the net. Yake there is tied up again. Near side Detroit able to get it out off LaPointe's stick. Pronger chasing. 3:05 to go here in the period. The Detroit Red Wings have the 2-1 lead. Hall got it across ice. Played McAlpine. Turgeon, it was behind him. Red Wings get the flow going their way. Draper. Draper looking. Detroit was changing. Sent in by Jamie McCown. Grant Fuhrer holds it up. Pronger back. Sergei Fedorov got the hit on him, and that'll end up going over the glass. That the Pittsburgh Penguins won 2 in a row. It has become increasingly difficult to win back-to-back Stanley Cups. Detroit's trying to do that this season, and we so far have made it here to the second round. Pittsburgh did it in '92. Since then, it's been different Cup winners. Detroit, Colorado, New Jersey, the Rangers, Montreal have all won since those 2 Cup wins by Pittsburgh. Kozlov on the far side, tied up. Down they go. Kozlov picked up the puck. Blair Atchison collided with Fetisov. Slava Fetisov has had a long night. Now the Sticks get up at center ice.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gary.
Shanahan right now is struggling to try and put one home. He's not had a point in the last 2 games here in this series. Power play with 2:09 left to go in the second period. And a big power play because Detroit's got a chance to go up 3-1 towards the end of this second period. Pronger clears it out. The Red Wings have not been able to get their power play set up. They're 2 for 19 here against St. Louis in the series. Lidstrom on the far side. Pellerin moved up on him. Back for Larionov. And a penalty behind the play.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And it's a good call, too, Gary.
A very bad penalty by Nicholas Lidstrom. Cost his team. Power play had nothing to do with anything behind the play. The undisciplined penalties Bowman was talking about. Centering pass was for Hall, who got knocked down. Turgeon was centering at the Hall, but he'd been taken down. Fans wanted to call. Fedorov, Fetisov got leveled again. Fedorov shot, missed it wide. Yzerman. Slava Fetisov is 40 years old. By the time this game is over, he's going to feel like he's 65. Fedorov dropped off. Pronger. Pronger looking. Dishes it. We're in a 4-on-4 situation with Lidstrom stripping call at 18-12. Turgeon does battle with Maltby. Maltby took that stick right out of Turgeon's hand, knows it, and starts up ice. 4-on-4. Maltby will wait. Maltby off the near side. Draper. Draper trying to move in. Campbell behind him. It's pushed down. Shot by Maltby will bounce in, and Grant Fuhrer will cover. Red Wings leading it by a score of 2-1. Murphy. Bergevin, Gill rather, trying to clear it back. St. Louis in their own end here. Maltby got a piece of that pass, not enough to control. Gill will send it wide side and out of the zone. Pavel Demitra the trailer. Demitra the shot. Batted away near side. Osgood reaching out for that. In the corner, Murphy, Demitra, Gill. Running up the near side wall. Well, he wants him to move it. Larry Murphy does. Back to Jamie McCown. Power play will be coming up here in 5 seconds. Only 20 seconds left to go in the period. Back to get it is Al McGinnis, and that is going to be an icing call, and that's in St. Louis's favor. They have Jean 21 for 41, about 50% in the first 2 games. We'll take it for St. Louis. Yzerman kicked at it. Turgeon got it, rolled it in. Osgood out of cover. With 13 points, more people for a rebound shot. Tried to get it back to McGinnis, couldn't. Larry Murphy cleared it around. and Duchesne could not hold it in. 6 seconds left to go in the period. St. Louis on a power play here. Hull tipped it ahead, lost it onside. Fedorov shot it wide, and that will end the second period.
Everybody was more traumatized by that whole situation than Chris Pronger because he didn't see it.
And we are underway here in the third period with this series tied at 1 apiece. Penalty time expiring. The St. Louis Blues deep in their own zone will not get any chance on the remaining part of that power play. Terry Yake trying to move it in 5-on-5. As Detroit killed that one off, McCarty sends that out of the zone. So the power play opportunities continue to mount up in this game, but not the power play scoring. Al McGinnis with a power play goal, the only goal the Blues have. While the Detroit Red Wings have not been able to convert on their chances. McGinnis, save made by Osgood. He batted it away with Campbell moving in. Larry Murphy banged that one off the boards, and it's cleared out of the zone by Brent Gilchrist. Back onside the Blues. Campbell dumps it back. Osgood coming back to get it. The shots are 20-20 as we go to this third period. Banged away off the blue. Coming back to get it, Joey Koser. Stripped to the puck. Hull moving. Turgeon, an angle. Turgeon center. Caught, ran into Osgood, but the shot went wide. Back to Pronger. Deflected. Never ended up on net. Osgood had gotten back up and was ready. Cleared around by Draper. Pronger again. Pronger trying to send it behind the net. Bounced away. Draper coming to the middle. Draper in a hurry to the blue. Draper shot. Grant Fuhr the save. Went down. Had to get back up after making that save. Kicked away by Jamie McCown. Courtnall was up ice. Courtnall the big hit on Rouse on the far side. And we start the way we started this game, this third period, with a lot of firepower.
Yep, Joel Quenneville has got his big offensive guns on the same line now. Jeff Courtnall has joined Brett Hull and Pierre Turgeon.
Into the middle, Holmstrom taking off the puck. Kozlov's got Holmstrom cutting. And that one broke the blade of the stick. The blade went flying into the far face-off circle as Holmstrom wound up with that shot. Back up the center, Jamie McCown. Penalty coming up behind the play. Penalty coming. It'll be on St. Louis. Delayed whistle. Draper. Holmstrom got knocked down. Gets out of the zone. Still waiting for the whistle. And here it comes. The Detroit Red Wings are going on the power play. They have had the 9 shots off the power play. LaPointe on the face-off. Conroy will win it. Mironov trying to hold it in. Dead behind the net. Pronger's there. Pronger the hard up. And that's out of the zone. Osgood holds it up behind the net. 2-1 lead. Detroit's had chances here to extend it. What was that?
Chris Osgood with a great fake. I mean, he faked the pass and he fanned on it intentionally.
Got it back the other way on the backhand side. Confidence galore down there for Chris Osgood.
He said the bigger the situation, the more relaxed he's feeling, and I believe him. I mean, he looks that way.
Not as relaxed as you can get on that kind of a play. LaPointe goes back to Lidstrom. Lidstrom leaves it in. Larionov back on top again. Mironov's shot that was blocked out deep. Played up by Conroy. Turcotte blocked the shot. Conroy sends it in. Penalty killers changing up. Osgood backs it up the other way again. Ed Hull moving in on him. Fedorov came over to get it. Sergei Fedorov working up front. Steve Yzerman behind him. Yzerman, Fedorov, and McCarty on this power play unit up front. Larry Murphy will play back along the blue line. Here's Fedorov's shot. That one deflected by McGinnis wide. McCarty over to get it. Got tied up by Bergevin. Kicked away by Larry Murphy. Out of the zone. Turgeon coming. It's a 2-on-2 shorthanded. Yake over to Hull. Hull. Shorthanded chance. Osgood to make a save, and a penalty coming on the Red Wings. Steve Yzerman on the faceoff for the Red Wings. Dimitri went. Pronger the chance. Wristed it wide. Over to get it. Darren McCarty. Couldn't take it away from Todd Gill. Good work by Gill. Taken away by Murphy. Larry Murphy had Dimitri on him. Red Wings. Yzerman is in the middle. McCarty will crisscross, or at least tried to. Lost control, and Pavel Dimitri will pick it up. Red Wings will change up here, and they're 4 skaters. Third period, 16:07 to go, and the Red Wings have a 2-1 lead, trying to take that same lead in the series. It's currently tied at 1 apiece. Steve Duchesne battling against Yzerman. Lidstrom will go back to pick it up. Nicholas Lidstrom. Both teams changing on the fly here. Near side for Maltby. Maltby coming up. Power play now underway. 7th power play of the game. St. Louis shorthanded Maltby. Grant Fuhr the save. Duchesne over. Turgeon there. Power play. St. Louis. They are 1-4-6 so far in this game. 3 for 21 in the series. Draper intercepts. Draper clears it out. And Fuhr held it up. McGinnis back to get it. Now McGinnis turns it up again. Power play for the Blues. McGinnis. Osgood could not reach it. Draper paid. Courtnall got him hard. Back to McGinnis. McGinnis dumped that one into the middle. Not much on it, though, and Shanahan clears it out. Again, Grant Fuhr holds it up behind the net. Both teams changing up on their specialty teams here. McGinnis tipped it. This could be an icing call, and it will be as Rouse comes back and touches. Still a power play opportunity, though. 27 seconds. Certainly a baseball night. Temperatures in the 80s here. Shot by Gilchrist. Glove down by Grant Fuhr. Short-handed chance right there of the faceoff. Now McGinnis up near side. Power play stolen away. Courtnall in. Courtnall looking into the middle. Shot by Hall. Deflected, blocked, and held on to by Jamie McCown. McCown put the body down and Brawl won it back by Eiserman against Yates. Detroit did not clear, however. Campbell, Yates, Pavel Demitra, power play over. Shot, McGinnis partially fanned on it, had it blocked, sent out of the box. Federoff's got Eiserman on the right, and it's blocked to the corner by Duchesne. A 2-on-1 chance for the Detroit Red Wings as that penalty had expired. They could not convert. Duchesne broke it up. And that one sent in by Demitra. Osgood came back to play it. Slava Fetisov pushes it to the wide side. Near side, Sergei Fedorov moves it back over as they change. Shanahan trying to kick the rebound out after Dracula made the save. Near side, pinching up a little bit, the Red Wings. Fetisov moved up to hold it in. McAlpine for the Blues. McAlpine up out of the zone. Straight up in the air. Courtnall's got a step. Courtnall in on Mironov. No penalty. I think everybody thought they were going to get one, including Dmitry Mironov. 3-on-2 the other way. Shanahan tried to drop it. Blocked by Pronger and cleared out. Courtnall picks it back up. That'll be whistled on the two-line pass. Crew as this one with 13:30 remaining still very much up for grabs. The Red Wings leading it 2-1. They've never trailed in this game. Took the early lead on McCarty's goal in the first. McGinnis tied it on a power play goal. That one tipped wide by Scott Pellerin. Tomas Holmstrom. Take up a goal for Detroit. Pronger shot. Save made by Osgood again. Osgood has come up big in this game. Holmstrom got it up. Kozlov has not been heard much from here tonight. Heard it out. Fetisov went around him. Detroit changing. Fedorov will send it a little deeper in the zone. Conroy got it. His pass deflected and a whistle on a delayed offside called. Stopping the clock at 13:03.
Red Hall is out here now on a fourth line with Kelly Chase and Darren Turcotte. So Joel Quenneville really trying to get his offensive players out there as much as he can.
Oser got jammed up behind the net. He does battle and tough with Todd Gill. It's still loose. Draper's got it. Draper center. Tip back to the point. Shot. Lidstrom save made by Fjord. Oser centered it off the blocker of Grant Fjord. Draper gets level. A whistle. No penalty. Puck got tied up in the become a Norris Trophy candidate and one of the league's great defensemen. Larry Murphy sends it around. Eiserman behind the net. 5-on-5 situation. Eiserman spinning, turning on Yake. Eiserman trying to find McCarty in front. Eiserman paying the price, controlling the puck. Gilchrist came back. Gilchrist tried to free it up for him. Eiserman kicks it along the near side wall. Yake right on his back. Still there. Still kicking, hacking. Eiserman comes to the middle. Eiserman's got to be out of gas. Got Hall down. Campbell got the puck. Pavel Demitra. Demitra trying to go through Lidstrom. Can't. Sends it around to Campbell. Campbell let it go. Larionov over. Larionov sends it out. Teams changing behind the play. Bergevin just came out of the ice. Bergevin, the bouncer on Osgood. Holds it up. Larry Murphy. Murphy over to Lidstrom. Lidstrom to Shanahan. Shanahan. Didn't find anybody in the middle. Set it in. Grant Fuhr came back to play it. Fuhr. Shanahan stepped up. Hull got a piece. Larionov shot. Deflected again up in the air. Overskated by Hull. Cleared out by Duchesne. Rouse batted it away off Turgeon. Up and onto the St. Louis bench.
Limited the team D right there.
2-1 Red Wings on top. Here comes Turgeon. Turgeon, the wrister wide. St. Louis continuing to take long shots here and not getting down in the tight category on Osgood. Banked away off the skate. Good play, Shanahan. Shanahan moving it in. Courtnall hooking from behind. Shot LaPointe save. Shanahan missed it wide. Brandon Shanahan a rebound down low up the shot by Martin LaPointe. Larionov steps up. Larionov, Shanahan. Shanahan's got to go to the corner for it. He'll be met by Bergevin. Kicked away by Shanahan. Into the middle. Turgeon. Hull up ice. Hull off the back of his skates. Moved into the zone. Courtnall got squeezed out of the play. All the way back, Jamie McCown was there on D. Pronger picks up the loose puck. Holmstrom drives him deep. Red Wings changing it up. Sergei Fedorov. Good job to control the puck. Poke checked away. Courtnall open and alone. His shot deflected up and over the glass and out of play. And with the Fedorov. Won the draw. Mironov plays it out. Pronger knocked it down. Pronger back to McAlpine. Series knotted at 1 apiece. Tomas Tomas Holstrom in the zone since it was brought in by St. Louis. In the middle, shot ripped wide by Fedorov. A quick surprise shot on Grant Fuhr, but it was wide of the net. Back over to Kozlov. Kozlov sends that one in. Pronger again back to get it. Fedorov on him. Atchison moves it out. Pellerin, rather. Pellerin pushes it into the corner. Pellerin took a shot from Jamie McCown. Down he went. Rouse the loose puck. Detroit, transition game. Kozlov cleared it out. Detroit changing. Had nobody on the right wing side. Todd Gill came back to get it over to Al McGinnis, who has the only St. Louis goal that came on a power play. Back up ice. McGinnis tied up right there. Pushed away at Joey Koser. Koser taken down by Campbell. McGinnis the puck. McGinnis will send it in. He saw Pavel Demitra far side. Demitra drops it. Terry Yake. Yake off the boards right back to him. Yake. Draper cleared up and out of the zone. Blues trying to get on side here. Bring the puck back in. They are on side. Pavel Demitra lost it. Maltby, they would have had an odd man rush 3-on-2. Demitra couldn't get the bouncing puck in time to do it. Yake hit by Maltby. Rouse puts a check on. Jamie McCown picks up the puck. McCown turns near side. He'll leave it back in the middle. Poked up to Draper. Red Wings change. Draper sends it in. 8:55 to go in this third period. On the boards, McGill to McGinnis. Gill. Gill hacked at by McCarty, but couldn't do anything with it. And McCarty got a piece of him as he went by. Cleared back again. Detroit now, how much of this will they just try and dump and chase here with a 1-goal lead? And 8:38 remaining to go. Al McGinnis leaves it. Hall knocked it down. Hall moving it in. Hall taken out of the play. Nicholas Lidstrom just pickpocketed that one. It will be an icing call on the touch.
And with the big protection out in front.
Hand makes the point, gets away. Down to 8:20 to go here in this third period. Jim Campbell on the intercept. First goals of a game in the playoffs so far this year. If you get that first goal, you got about a 68% chance of winning. Regular season, it was 67%. Not much has changed there. Detroit got the first goal in this game. They've got the lead. Yake taking on a little play. Jamie McCown on the boards in the corner. There McCarty came back to get it, looking for a little room. And there it will be whistled in the pile of players, and the faceoff will stay in that Detroit end. Coverage of the...
When you try to beat them by yourself.
They can play that. They'll double or triple team you, and that'll be the end of that. Chased down by Todd Gill in his own end. Larionov was right behind him. Igor Larionov continues to force the play. Shanahan up to help. And it works. Larionov back to Shanahan. Brett Hull will pick it up on the far side. Hull up, not out. Murphy. Murphy guns it right back in the other way. Detroit trying to hold in the zone. Larionov. That one's ready by Grant Fuhr. Larionov again was up. Finally cleared out of the zone. Here comes Hull. Hull wants that wristed. Hull down along the boards. Lost control. Larionov again. Larionov spreading it out. Nicholas Lidstrom tipped it in.
But even after that big forecheck by Detroit, where they had 4 big hits, 3 by LaPointe, they still have 3 guys back on that rush by Brett Hull.
And Pronger moved it in offside. And when they've got a lead, it's fairly even here in this game, and it's looked that way. Centering pass intercepted Mironov. Tomas Holstrom will move it out. Holstrom, Fedorov, couldn't connect. Chipped away by Kozlov, and that will be whistled on the offside. Detroit's goals, there left to go here in this period. Shots are 25-23 in favor of the Wings. Duchesne on the near side. Campbell tipped it in the middle. Here comes Yake. Yake moving, 3 back, shot wide, bounces off the back of the net. Fetisov and Yake collided. Tomas Holstrom trying to get it out, did. Pronger will have to come back and play it. They will wave off any icing. Both teams changing it up on the fly. Pronger in the middle, kicked away near side. Detroit able to hold it in. Draper dumped it back in behind the net. Pavel Demitra came back to get it. Demitra had 10 shots on goal through the first 2 games. Not near that here in this one. That one goes on the Detroit bench. Take a look at our Visa. Tomas Holstrom had 1 game-winning goal during the regular season. He's got a shot at 1 here tonight. Al McGinnis back to get it. Maltby on him. Up Blair Anchinem. Anchinem in the middle for Conroy. Conroy can't move through Rouse, who got that. In down low, Conroy in the bouncing puck. Hoser over to get it. Hoser just clears it up into the seats. Fan wanted a call. Yzerman, Turgeon. Yzerman won the draw. Murphy to Lidstrom up. Gill stepped in to hold it in. Turgeon centered. Larry Murphy took it away. Murphy for McCarty. That goes off the Detroit bench. Another whistle and another face-off in the Detroit end. This is again Yzerman wins it. Lidstrom cleared it up. McCarty went by him and out to center. Todd Gill. Al McGinnis. 5:11 left to go. Third period. Red Wings have the 2-1 lead. Winner of this game will take a 2-1 lead in the series, and we'll be right back here Thursday night at 7:30 Eastern for Game 4 right here on ESPN. Gill drops that one off. Picked up by McGinnis again. McGinnis looking. Hull's on the right side with him. They crisscross. Portnoy, Hull, and Turgeon. The big offensive players out there together. Try and get at least a tying goal. Kicked away. Red Wings get a 2-on-1 chance. Gilchrist on the left. Looking, waiting. Yzerman shot and a save made. Grant Fuhr up and over the glass. 2-on-1 chance. Yzerman and Gilchrist. Martin Lapointe on the draw. Won by Yake. Hull trying to clear. Blocked by Jamie McCown. Deeper into the zone. Duchesne. Far side for Pronger. Pronger looking up ice. 4:27 left in this third period. The Red Wings have the 2-1 lead. No scoring here in the third. Through center. Not touched. Icing call again. Pronger again coming back to touch it up. Face off back in the Detroit zone.
Well, here's the problem for St. Louis.
He's the hot hand on face-offs. What a number Yzerman's doing in the draws. Another big win cleared out of there. He has won all of those defensive face-off draws here in this third period. Preventing St. Louis from setting up. Dimitrov shot. All's going to save. Rebound. Roll out the center on Duchesne. Batted away. Gilchrist, they've got a 3-on-1. Gilchrist, Yzerman in. Yzerman holds it. And shot wide. Short side. Yzerman centered. Yake knocked it away. It was a 3-on-1 chance. Steve Yzerman tried to push it in on the stick side and didn't get it there. Dimitrov tried to draw it through. Could not do it. Larry Murphy the steal. Murphy centers Draper. Draper getting some help. They're coming off the bench. Save made again by Fuhr. McGinnis puts it off the glass. Sergei Fedorov over. Fedorov tied up by Gill. Draper over to help him. Yake reaching in. Comes away with a puck. Gary Yake, 3:17 to go in the third. Yake to Hull. Hull tried to draw it back. Maltby banged it away. Far side Portnoy. Hull. Centering past Jamie McCown was there. McCown clears up for Fedorov. Fedorov poked away from him as Gill got there first. McGinnis reversing direction. Gill on the far side. 2:58 left to go. Near side. Hull's in the middle. Turgeon centered in. Maltby back. Maltby around. Martin Lapointe. Lapointe cleared it up. Not out. Diving. He gets it out of the zone. Big effort. Martin Lapointe. Both teams changing on the fly. Hull, the tip pass in the middle and a good one to Turgeon. Turgeon coming. He's got a man open. Turgeon tied up by Larionov. A great defensive play by Igor Larionov as the back checking broke up a 2-on-1.
And it was just when Turgeon was about to pull the trigger.
Huge play in this game. Conroy. Conroy centering pass in front. Through the bodies. Darren McCarty. Passing for Larionov too far ahead. 2:13 left to go. Third period. Wings up by 1. Shanahan backed it in. Pronger there. Pronger by Yzerman into the middle. Could be an icing call. Will be on St. Louis. 2:02 left to go. Duchesne on the Terry Yake win of the draw. Murphy tried to touch. Osgood looking. Decides he better play it. They would have called icing. Osgood wasn't sure. Darren McCarty bumped it out of the zone. Duchesne back. We'll keep an eye on Grant Fuhr now in net. Pavel Dimitrov. McCarty intercepts. Fuhr still in net at the other end. Pronger coming back to get it. Wings 2. Blues 1. Blues 2-0 at home in the playoffs. Red Wings trying to change that. Terry Yake brought it in onside. Osgood bats it away. Shots 27-24 in favor of the Wings. They've got the 2-1 lead. Good work to get it out of there by Gilchrist. Brought in. Ross will feather that one into the corner. Back to get it is Campbell. Campbell on the near side. 1:15 left to go. Grant Fuhr still in net. Knocked down Maltby. Maltby forcing the play deep. Outstanding effort by Kurt Maltby. That's where Detroit wants the puck. Deep in that zone. That keeps Grant Fuhr in the net. Pronger drops it off. 1 minute left to go, third period. Grant Fuhr heading out. McGinnis the big shot. Scores! And McGinnis from center ice has tied the game.
Can't believe it. He is shaking his head. And Al McGinnis finally found a way to beat Chris Osgood because his team couldn't get any shots on him. So what do? Crank up the laser show. Al McGinnis was able to get to center and then let it rip. Incredibly, Chris Osgood could not get the handle on it. I still don't know where it beat him. I don't know if it moved. Let's see if the puck was flat. Yep. It took a hop. It was coming flat, and it looked like it hit something on the ice and got elevated right around the blue line. But still, your body's got to be in front of it. And St. Louis had been trying long shots on Chris Osgood up until about the third period, the beginning of the third period. St. Louis had tried Osgood. He just about handsomely.
54 seconds remaining at the time of that goal. The game is tied at 2. Pronger. Hull trying to move by Turgeon Larionov. Gets it over to Brendan Shanahan. Final minute of regulation. Dropped it to Murphy. Murphy save! What a save, Grant Fuhr, and a puck that was rolling. Murphy held it in. Came loose near side to Shane. Tipped it up, not out. Lidstrom shot. Another save by Grant Fuhr. Brad Hull the other way. 23 left. 3-on-3. Hull into the zone. Down low. Turgeon. He missed the net. Turgeon missed the net. He shot it wide on the stick side, and Osgood did not see the shot, but he didn't get it on net. 7 seconds to go in regulation. Flipped in the air. We're heading towards overtime. McGinnis at 19:05. 2-2 end of regulation. There will be a next goal, however long it takes. We begin the first overtime period. Larry Murphy up the near side, battered away by Pavel Dimitrov. Knocked down and sent into the corner to Gilchrist. Gilchrist with a hook from behind. Yzerman. Darren McCarty has got a goal for Detroit. McCarty looking. McCarty wants to come around. Pushed it up into the middle. Came all the way back to center. Murphy will drop it back. Detroit uses 4 lines more so than St. Louis. Far side McCarty. McGinnis got a piece. McCarty a shot. Grant Fuhr the save. The deeper it goes, you got to believe Detroit's got the advantage there because their legs are going to be fresher by rolling those lines in.
The only thing that might offset that is the age of the defense that Detroit has. With Larry Murphy out there, with Jamie McTime, and that Grant Fuhr made, he was the story.
Tremendous saves, and then at the end of it, Turgeon with the opportunity to win it, couldn't get it. Mironov back. Mironov behind the net, Pellerinani. Mironov turned it up the middle. Tomas Holmstrom has got the other goal for Detroit. Into the zone, Kozlov. Lost it. Holmstrom took it away from Conroy. Got spun down by Pronger. No call. Kozlov centered. Shot deflected. Fuhr pushed it away. Fedorov in front. Save made by Fuhr. Mironov backhands it to the side. Holmstrom tried to tip. Couldn't. Kozlov got it. Kozlov centered. Holmstrom behind the net. Holmstrom up. Mironov open. Wrist shot. Save made by Fuhr. Up and into the seats. Fuhr. Again, Larionov won the draw. Fuhr to knock it away. Shanahan let it go to the point. Lidstrom shot wide on the short side. Detroit coming out and gunning it in. Big jam up near side. Down goes Courtnall. He got his face mushed into the plexiglass by Martin Lapointe. Played around by Fuhr. Over to get it Larionov. Back for Shanahan. To Lapointe. Martin Lapointe had it blocked by Bergevin to the corner. Larionov all over the place here. He got tied up by Duchesne. Cleared back out. Hull and Turgeon diving in. He was trying to hold the line. That's going to be offside. They show it to you 4 or 5 times. Right back over to Rouse. Kosar, batted away by Gill. Knocked down by Draper. Cleared by Kosar into the zone. Scotty Bowman keeps rolling those 4 lines out there. Near side, Pascual Rayun. Osgood missed it. Turcotte came up to get it. Batted away by Rouse. Dangerous territory here for Detroit. Underneath the Red Wing player McCown. That'll get a whistle. Yzerman won another one. Steve Yzerman is putting on a show tonight. Steve Yzerman winning face-off after important face-off in this game. 71% of the draws he has won through regulation. That'll be touched up behind the net, and the face-off will come back out the center. A 50% for St. Louis has been Craig Conroy. 60% effective in winning draws. 14 for 23. Demitra sends it in. Osgood gloves it down. Fans, of course, giving the big Bronx cheer every time he stops the puck, no matter how it comes in or where from. McGinnis batted away. Osgood's got to live with that one now. Detroit wins. It's just a smile and an afterthought of something that happened. Detroit loses, and it is a big hurt. Campbell centering pass near side. St. Louis holds it deep. They're trying to complete a line change, though. Jamie McCown will be able to move it up the boards. Near side for Rouse. Rouse to the red. He'll try it there. Kicked away by Grant Fuhr. Yzerman moved over. Puck came up the near side wall, and Yake got it out of there. Mironov hit by Campbell, but got it in. Held onto by Grant Fuhr to Pronger. Pronger sent it up to nobody. Could be icing. Nope. Pellerin's got a chance to get there first. Fetisov beats him, and it will be an icing call. Overtime. Face-off will be taken back in behind the net. Cleared out of there. Fetisov again is going to go back and give chase. And will be touched up and whistled there. So both of the games being played tonight are in overtime. 13th and 14th.
Fedorov got an assist, so did Kozlov.
Face-off near side. Detroit trying to hold it in the offensive zone. Fedorov got it from Tomas Holmstrom. Fedorov shot deflected. There, Antonin tied up by Kozlov. Good job, Kozlov. Fedorov's in front. Holmstrom shot, save. Rebound, Fedorov hit Grant Fuhr. He covers.
Oh, look at Holmstrom go down. He was poking away at Grant Fuhr.
4-on-4 situation. Steve Yzerman asked again. Move in and take the face-off against Blair Atchison, and he won it again. Larry Murphy couldn't get it to sit for the shot. Yzerman, Larionov, shot blocked. Yzerman got it back. Yzerman turns to the middle, got knocked down. Conroy overskated. Down he goes. Good play by Larry Murphy, taking Conroy down. Larionov, Lidstrom being pressured, dropped it in the middle, cleared back out by Conroy. Lidstrom and Murphy back along the blue. Detroit getting back on side. Cautiousness, the word of the moment. Yzerman to the red. Little hook from Conroy, moved it in, dished it off. Bouncing puck, Lidstrom. Conroy went by him. Lidstrom's got it on the back skate against the wall. Conroy couldn't get it out of the zone. Larionov held it in. Yzerman holds it in. Back to the corner goes Bergevin. Long shift for both of these quartets. Picked up by Hull, who gets out on the ice now. Detroit changing as well. Hull with a little room, winds it up. He wants that big blast. Tomas Holmstrom got a piece. Back to the point. Can it be Pronger? Oh, deflected into the seats. You saw a script.
Complete control of the game.
Duchesne shot it wide. Kozlov picks it up. Kozlov coming, 3 back. Hull in the back check. Kozlov down the middle, batted away. Back over to Fedorov. Fedorov's shot. That's deflected by Pronger. Up and over the glass.
Chris Pronger's got such a long reach. Sergei Fedorov just wanted to snap off a quick wrist shot, but there's that matchup.
Shot against Fedorov. Picked up by Turgeon to Hull. Dropped it for Turgeon, a little behind Duchesne, who had to come back to get it. Shot in by Hull. Wide of Osgood. Fetisov flips it off to the corner. Still 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds. McCarty and Holmstrom the goals for Detroit. McGinnis both goals for St. Louis, including the tying goal at 19:05. They get it over. Turgeon for the game winner. Osgood the save. Chris Osgood tested by Turgeon, who was open at the end of a shift. The other way, Kozlov looking for help. Tomas Holmstrom cutting. Deflects back to the point and out of the zone. 5-on-5. Jamie McCown back to get it. Rouse. Rouse will flip it into the corner. Grant Fuhr will glove it and hang on with Joey Kosar moving in. 6-5. Yake won the draw. Got it back to Gill. Maltby on Gill. Draper the intercept. Backs it up the other way. Big takedown by McGinnis on Maltby. In return, they spear each other. Comes back out to center. Campbell sends that one in wide of the net. Osgood holds it up. Lidstrom back. Lidstrom around the near side. Joey Kosar to Murphy. Larry Murphy shuts it down, waiting for help. Found it in the middle. Draper in the zone. Draper the shot. Deflected wide off the defenseman's stick. Kosar the big hit on Terry Yake. Puck up on the dasher. Yake and Kosar do battle. McGinnis comes away with it. McGinnis feathers that one near side. Draper was there again. McGinnis all over Draper. Joey Kosar the shot. Save made. Grant Fuhr short side. Draper the rebound. Draper pinned up by Gill. Taken away by Maltby. Maltby's got Kosar in the middle. Can't get it there in time, though. Leaves it back in behind the net. Red Wings will try and change right here.
That's that fourth line for Detroit we talked about earlier in the game. They might not score a lot of goals, but they've got you in your end most of the time when they're out there.
Dimitri shot wide. Shanahan to Larionov. He's got Lapointe on the right. Goes to the middle. Larry Murphy, the D, moves it into Lapointe. Decides better of it and flips it deep. Duchesne on the tie-up in the corner. Puck kicked away. Larionov. Shanahan centered around to the point. Jamie McCown. McCown trying to wrist it in. Went to the high slot. Bouncing puck. Kicked away. Turgeon, a nice one-arm clear to Hull. Hull with Turgeon the trailer. Turgeon's pass wide off Jamie McCown's stick. Players are testing now how far Marawelli's willing to let this thing go. More holding and hooking going on and hauling guys down. Here's Shanahan onside. Martin Lapointe. Shot. Save. Fuhr. Rebound. Shanahan trying to set it up right side. Couldn't do it. Igor Larionov tried to bat it out of the air, but it went by his stick. Picked back up by Rouse. Rouse sends it in. McCarty. Both teams changing on a fly. Detroit getting players out. McCarty found himself alone. Couldn't control it. Courtnall cleared it up and out. Offside.
Boy, the Detroit Red Wings have just turned it up and
down. Just could not get to it. Shots are 7-1 in favor of Detroit here in the overtime. Again, Darren McCarty. McCarty centering for Yzerman, but it busted behind the net off Terry Yake's stick. Pronger flips it. There's McCarty. McCarty tied up. McAlpine. McCarty center. Gilchrist pinned off the play by Pronger. Picked up again. Maltby. Yzerman rather spun around. One arm by Pronger over to McAlpine. McAlpine up over Fetisov's head to center. Mironov was backing him up. This is what Scotty Bowman loves of his team. Puck control in the offensive zone. They're doing it here in the overtime, but it's still OT. They haven't scored. Flipped ahead and in. Dimitri. Osgood back. Osgood bounces it around Dimitri to the near side. Lidstrom moved it out through center. Intercepted there. Played back. Kelleran in. Osgood holds it up. Lidstrom back to help. Nicholas Lidstrom. Tip pass away. Fedorov into the middle. Down they go on the ice. Gill went down to smother the puck. Couldn't move it though. Lidstrom picks it up. Lidstrom coming in. Nobody on his right. Shot. Holmstrom. Save made by Grant Fuhr. Off against Conroy. Conroy won it to Pronger behind the net. Kelleran left it in the middle. Here comes Conroy. Conroy hit the post. It didn't go in. Did it go in? Light is not on. The light is not on. Dan Marawelli has not signaled a goal. They will have to go upstairs. In fact, upstairs will do it themselves. St. Ireland.
Watch this. Great shot by Conroy. Off the one post. Watch it crawl along the line. Off the other post. And then Chris Osgood made contact with it. The question is, did he push it? No. Came loose and bounced out the other side. I don't think that went in.
That did not go in.
No.
It must cross the line in its entirety. Now upstairs, this is an automatic review. He doesn't have to ask for it. They will review all of the angles they have. That's the video replay booth upstairs. The fans are trying to make it so by standing and cheering.
And I think the players are trying to do that too. The St. Louis Blues were going for the preemptive close and just going to go to the celebration right away.
Jim Clem is the video goal judge. Jim Christensen is the supervisor on hand here from the NHL.
But a great move and a great shot by Conroy just to get this off. There it is rolling off the post. No, not even close, because he couldn't have scored it out. The only way Chris Osgood could have put that in is if he'd hit it with his glove, and it bounced under him immediately and then squirted out the other way. We've got goal cams too. Here it is from our goal cam. Look at Chris Osgood's right leg. See how it's back? You know, he gave him a lot of room on the long side. He didn't look like he was square at all.
See, the puck's loose behind him, so.
And he doesn't know where it is either, I don't think.
No, the whistle had already blown at that point.
Yeah.
But that puck did not, I don't think that crossed the line. There's Conroy, who wanted to celebrate the game winner. They've made their decision, obviously, if called down. This game goes on, and a good call.
Yeah, it's the right call. He did make, and Turgeon shot wide on him at the end of regulation, so if St. Louis can get some attack on Chris Osgood, they might be able to end this. They just can't get anything on him.
Yzerman wins another faceoff. Gill came back to get it, cleared it around, through Yzerman's legs out the center. Murphy drops it back to Lidstrom, back over to Murphy. We continue on, game tied at 2. Knocked down Dimitra from Gill. Dimitra, poke checked away from him to Yzerman. Offside, no offside. Gill picks it up, shot wide. Rebound, came back to McGinnis' shot. Going for the hat trick. Missed it on the short side. Both these teams, same philosophy. Get the puck, shoot it. Gill trying to risk that one in. Murphy knocked it down. Murphy sends it out, and this will be an icing call on the Red Wings with Pronger coming back. My. Moves in, Martin Lapointe. Bergevin dropped the shot to Shane. Save Osgood again, and he kicked it away. Cardinal pushes it up. Shanahan out of the zone. Steve Duchesne, a chance at a game winner. Back through center, Turgeon again. Turgeon hauled the trailer. Turgeon, near side Courtnall. Roll between his legs. Shanahan up, not out. Turgeon blocked it. Back down low. Shanahan again will try it. Didn't get it by Bergevin. Yes, he did. Offside. There's another game going on. Let's check in with John Saunders. John.
That was deflected down onto his body. That hit him.
Fetisov for Fedorov. Fedorov giving chase. McAlpine on him. Tomas Holmstrom. Holmstrom in the corner with Scott Pellerin. The Fedorov. Back for Holmstrom. Fedorov trying to cut to the middle. Holmstrom. Holmstrom. Good body protection of that puck. Fedorov. Fedorov. Dish to the boards by Pronger. Conroy got it out. Blair Atchingham. Fetisov, the youngster in the veteran. Fetisov takes him to the boards. Chip the puck away. In front, coverage by Mironov. Fedorov on the right. Fedorov with Holmstrom in the middle. Fedorov, Pronger. Holmstrom's got the puck. Holmstrom to Fedorov. They're running out of legs on this shift. Detroit needs a change. St. Louis, Pronger cleared it up. Detroit changing behind the play now. McCown trying to hold it in. Terry Yake. St. Louis will change. Yake fakes the blue liner. Draper cleared it out. Pronger back to get it. 7:50 to go in this first overtime. Dimitra got it into the zone onside. Campbell pinned up down there by Draper. Comes back to the point. Gill. His shot. Save again. Again it was tipped. Osgood fighting some just wicked shots. This one, Yzerman tries to chase down himself. Draper got it out. McGinnis back. Now McGinnis over to Hull. Turgeon came over. Kicked away from him. Larry Murphy gets chased. Got a little help before he got there. Flipped out by Yzerman. Again McGinnis back. Draper forcing the play deep. Maltby out there helping him through the middle for Turgeon. Went wide. Icing call coming on the Blues. 7:10 left here in this first overtime of this two-game.
Water bottle refills probably a couple times a period.
Larionov won the draw. Mironov shot blocked out deep. Detroit playing it. Martin Lapointe shot. Tied up. Duchesne. Shanahan centering pass for Larionov. Hit off Terry Yates. Skate. Cleared out of the zone by Campbell. Another icing call coming on the Blues. Scrambles at both ends. 2 goals. Numbers 31 and 32 in his playoff career. This is 126th playoff game. Lapointe saved by Pure. Rebound. They tried to bang it home. Hoffey. Brendan Shanahan tried to score the game winner by hitting it from behind Grant Pure. Off him and into the net. Pure stopped it.
It's a good idea, but he didn't have much to bank off of. Grant Pure was sitting right in his rear end, and
in that department. And tough here tonight. Off the draw, Larionov. Larionov centering Shanahan. He's got a chance. Turnaround shot blocked out deep. Kicked away. Courtnall. 3-on-3. Courtnall dropped it hollow. The Whisker. Wide. Rebound. Side of the net. Lidstrom. Larry Murphy picks it up. Murphy with another ton of ice time here tonight. And another exceptional game for him. Laid back. Detroit. Lidstrom trying to find a little room. Goes wide side. Shanahan trying to get off the ice over there. Will do so now. Steve Duchesne to Pronger. Tipped ahead to Courtnall. Courtnall the wide side. Blues will change. 6:08 to go in this first OT. 14th overtime game played this year, including the 2 tonight. With the 4-4 game, Buffalo-Montreal. Detroit at center on the line change. Yzerman wide side. Now McGinnis. Campbell giving chase. Lidstrom blocked it. Murphy's got it. Murphy flips that one over at the blue line. They hold it onside. Shotfier makes the save on Gilchrist. Gilchrist the bump and run. McCarty the puck. Back to Gilchrist. Gilchrist with Yzerman. Yzerman bouncing puck. Shot it right into Mike Bergevin, who hangs on. Yzerman didn't do anything with that one. Pavel Demitra cleared it out. Jamie McCown hit by Campbell. Yzerman sends it off the boards in. Bergevin back. Bergevin ran that into Gilchrist. Gilchrist trying to center Yzerman, but it goes up and over the glass. And the last touch by Detroit, so the faceoff is going to be at center ice.
The day Brendan Shanahan got traded away from here, and they were all bad that day, and he didn't return many of them. So 77 wasn't even the record.
Another Stanley Cup playoff moment. Another record. Mironov sends it back out. Blair Actionham. 5 minutes left to go in this first overtime. Game tied at 2-2. Played to Fetisov. Pellerin put the hit on. Pellerin got the puck. Pellerin jammed at. Fetisov swings it back the other way. Kozlov. Kozlov. Tomas Holmstrom. Fedorov out. Fedorov. Fedorov moves in. Fedorov back. Mironov the shot. Blocked. Fedorov the puck. Fedorov looking for Kozlov in the middle. Kozlov came over the help. Fedorov. Tomas Holmstrom. Holmstrom coming to the forehand side. It's tied up behind the net. Detroit changing. Maltby will pick it up. Wait for his teammates to clear and sends it in. Grant Fuhr holds that one up. 39-28 the shots in favor of Detroit. They have dominated here in overtime on shots, but boy, there have been some chances at both ends of the ice. Turgeon a mile offside.
Yeah. Boy, did Scott Pellerin nail
40-year-old Slava Fetisov has taken some bings and bangs out there tonight. Courtnall, my, got away with that one. Turgeon saved by Osgood. I'm going to tell you something. If that goal had gone in, Scotty Bowman would have been on the ice first, because that was a hit from behind over there. Yake got an angle. Yzerman got the puck. Around for Igor Larionov. Bounced back into the middle to him. He kicked it ahead. Shanahan's on the right. Larry Murphy sees him. Shanahan shot wide. Yzerman went by the rebound. Larry Murphy back at center. Demitra on him. Hacked in by Shanahan. Gary Yake around far side. Igor Larionov. Shanahan chasing to LaPointe. Shot it right through the crease. Backhand, no angle. Rouse sent it in. Pavel Demitra stepped in. Demitra taken down by Shanahan, but he got the puck up. Demitra cleared it out of the zone. Good work down low. Double squeeze put on Campbell. Routes over to get it. Jamie McCown, and he had scissored it. Just off the bench, Turgeon. Turgeon hit by Shanahan. Down they go. Demitra clears it in. Osgood back to get it. Down to 2:54 to go in this first overtime. Rolled out in front. St. Louis shot. Saved by Osgood again on Courtnall. They hold it in. Right point, McAlpine blocked. Out in front, Shanahan is still down on the ice, and a penalty coming on Detroit. Jamie McCown. Power play for St. Louis. Turgeon won it. Hall got it back to McGinnis. McCarty got right out on it. Larry Murphy looking for room. Gets it by Duchesne. McGinnis back to get it. Overskated. McCarty puts the hit on. Duchesne comes back to help. Turgeon in the middle. Bump pass in, partially blocked and cleared back out of the zone. Lidstrom got it out of there. Maltby originally knocked it down. McGinnis starts it up. Turgeon, we're in overtime. It was on the line, still onside Courtnall. Lidstrom tying his stick up. In front, Larry Murphy. Length of the ice.
But there's just not enough puck support by the Blues power play guys to keep anything alive. One guy bogs down. You need help immediately, especially with the legs as heavy as they are right now.
Pronger got it up. Into the zone. Terry Yates sends it deep. Rouse is there. Rouse around. Pronger trying to hold it in. Pronger did. Lost it Rouse. Rouse cleared it out.
Guess what? This is going to be a high stick on the power play.
Tipped with a high stick by Detroit.
The faceoff's going to come all the way back down to the St. Louis zone. A masterful job of penalty killing by the
Yake against Fedorov. Yake won it. Pronger from Campbell. 43 left on the power play. A minute 20 left in the first OT. Gill from the red. Gilchrist back. Gilchrist, nice drop to Lidstrom, and he sends it out.
See, even a man short, Detroit's second guy is there almost always before St. Louis's second guy. And that you can't run a successful power play that way.
Great drop pass there by Gilchrist. Still a power play. 20 seconds left, a minute to go in the OT. Intercepted, Larry Murphy. Penalty killers are playing very confidently and surely right now for Detroit. Near side Pronger. 9 left on the power play. 47 left in the period. St. Louis does not have a shot on this power play yet in overtime. Pronger, the gun, over the head of Osgood. He let it go. Dimitra. Talk about some ice water. Pavel Dimitra on the far side. Sends it back to Conroy. Conroy taken down by Eisen. To Fetisov. To McCown. Out of there. Penalties over. They do not convert. So the St. Louis Blues.
Defenseman in rotation has really helped them from keeping from getting worn down.
Yep, he really helped the net penalty kill. Larionov, we're in the final minute of the first OT. Shot. Grant Fjord tipped it away on the point chance. Rolled back out the center. Martin Lapointe came back to help after taking the shot. Lapointe up on Conroy. Larionov sends it in. And Steve Duchesne turns it up ice. Near side, Rouse the intercept, and that's the end of the first overtime.
Well, you know that Detroit will come
as both goals for St. Louis. McCarty and Holstrom the goals for Detroit. Detroit has never trailed in this game. Up and out of the zone. Murphy cleared it out of there. McGinnis coming back. Will touch this one up. Nope. They're going to wave off the icing. Now McGinnis. St. Louis had a power play. The end of the first OT. Did not get a shot on it. Terry Yake. Yake comes to the red. Guns it in on Osgood. Blocked it off to the side. Murphy over to give it. Pavel Dimitra was there. Murphy kicked it away, but not out of the zone. Eisenman will be able to clear it. We were talking about Larry Murphy and his effort. He starts out there on defense for Detroit, and lo and behold, looking at the numbers through the first overtime, he had played more than any other player on the ice. Larry Murphy just kind of keeps sneaking up. Holstrom took that one, but it's going to be whistled on the two-line pass.
right behind Larry Murphy by a couple of
Back it comes to Pronger. Near side for Chris McAlpine. McAlpine got it in. Slava Fetisov turns back into the middle. Fedorov to Holstrom. Tomas Holstrom. Fedorov the trailer. Holstrom dropped it wide side. Pellerin over to get it. Pellerin up. Mironov. Bouncing puck. Can't hold it in. Blair Antonym is chasing. Fetisov to Holstrom. Holstrom drops it back. St. Louis changes up here as Fedorov regroups. Fedorov up for Holstrom. Holstrom, Turgeon play each other off the puck. Played back in Bergevin. Bergevin, the defenseman, got it along the boards. Turned back, or Courtnall got it in, rather, up the center now. Kozlov dropped it off. Near side, Lidstrom. Lidstrom, crisscross, takes it. Oh, a big glove save.
The defense have to join the rush to be part of the offense. They can't get there now.
Blocked on the attempt by Murphy. Swung back by Larionov. Up the near side. Lidstrom holds it in. Lidstrom to Shanahan. Shanahan turning. The wrist shot blocked out the center. Larry Murphy. Nicholas Lidstrom. Back over to Murphy. Couple of chances right there for Detroit. Larionov. Shanahan. Shanahan turning. Duchesne. Comes the other way. Larionov helps. Larionov back to the point. Lidstrom the one-timer. Deflected in front and blocked. Brett Hull blocked it and cleared it out of the zone. Both teams over the boards. Back they come in. Larionov onside. Center tip just wide. Joey comes chance. Could not direct that tip on net. Osgood played it in behind. Lidstrom again. Teams trying to keep these shifts short. Near side to Draper. Draper drops it. Turning. Maltby. Saved by Fuhr. Redirects it. Closer over to get it. Here in the double overtime game. Detroit continuing all 4 lines. All 3 sets of defensemen. Banged off the glass. Far side Yake. Draper on his tail. Yake cleared it out. Back over to Maltby. Detroit clears. Maltby sends it in.
Same way the first overtime period started, all in St. Louis's zone. Yeah, they could win this game. Going to take one chance. They just have to hope that Detroit doesn't end it before they get their chance, because they're not going to get as many chances. Detroit is all over them again.
There's McCarty moving up. Bergevin around. McGinnis. McGinnis cleared it up. Turcotte. Kelly Chase to Turcotte. Cutting. Leveled by Fetisov. He got one back.
Oh, Red Hall had Darren Turcotte on the fly and waited a second too long to give it to him, and that's why Fetisov buried him.
There's Fetisov back in his own zone here. The aerial pass. Gilchrist gloved it down. Gilchrist, the red, the blue, and in. Sends it in behind the net. McCarty giving chase. McCarty puts the hit on Bergevin. Gilchrist up. Gilchrist dropped it. Wrap around McCarty. Save made by Fuhr on the short side.
And that's what the Red Wing just hit the tip of his blade.
Face off. Pronger. Draw. Won by Conroy. Cleared out. No icing. Osgood's got a player. Played around Fetisov. Conroy stepped up. Conroy shot. Ooh, dangerous. Osgood had to make a save on that. Holding that post with a glove that time. Cleared out by the Wings. Icing call. Pronger back on the touch. 15:42 to go. Second OT. 2-2.
You know, that last save by Chris Osgood was kind of scary from a Detroit.
Detroit won it. This is game 3 with the series tied at 1 apiece. Larionov tipped it in the middle of Eisenman. Eisenman trying to bank it in. Came right back to him. Larionov overskated. Campbell had it. Campbell trying to move it up. Duchesne's got it. Drop back to Yake. Yake turns it. Campbell. Campbell. Backhand shot. Osgood a save. He'll hang on. Red Wings are 10 up in the face-off department. Back, Duchesne, shot, deflected. He whistled, and the face-off will come right up along the blue line. The veteran Steve Duchesne has not picked up a playoff goal yet.
This with a forecheck and most likely end it that way. They don't get a pretty play.
Turgeon won the draw. Larry Murphy from Osgood. Turgeon, piece of Murphy. Murphy gets it out. The high flip. Now McGinnis. McGinnis's pass. Will be chased again by Murphy. Murphy off the boards. Larionov didn't get it out. Hull trying to drop it back deep. Centered. Portnoy was cutting. Couldn't get it to him. Shot McGinnis. Wow. That went wide on the stick side. But Osgood did not see it. That one's tied up in a jersey now. And Gill gets into it a little bit. Nobody could find the puck.
Out there, they have only played a few minutes each. Darren Turcotte with Kelly Chase and Pascal Royal. And the only reason Kendall's got him out there is that Detroit has their checking line, but the checking line has been dominant on the forecheck.
Turcotte giving chase. Pascal Royal in the middle with him. Rouse back. Turcotte protecting the puck. Turcotte up the boards, banged away and onto the bench. Mark Bergevin trying to hold it in, but it went. Played back in again by Bergevin, near side Maltby. Maltby dumped it around the net. Good hustle. Pascal Royal. He couldn't get the puck. Martin Lapointe's got it in the skates. Royal doing battle with it. Good work, Royal. Hull sent it into the middle of Turcotte. He couldn't knock it down. It rolled out the center. Down they go. Draper. Maltby's on the right. He was open, and it was blocked by Duchesne. Maltby was along the right side of that blue line, wide open. He was winding up, ready to take the one-timer, but Duchesne blocked the pass.
Good play. That's why you want to stay at least with your stick along the blue line to make that tip.
Eisenman got it out of the zone. Blues sent it right back in. Jamie McCown back to get it. McCown around for Darren McCarty. Campbell moving in on him. McCarty protected it. Got it out to Eisenman. Eisenman to Gilchrist. Gilchrist can't handle. Too close. Gelpine took him out of the play. Pronger. Pronger dumps it back to Campbell. Campbell will feed it in. Eisenman back. Eisenman. Pavel Dimitrov. Getting the stick to him. Jake had it, lost it. Gilchrist has it, and Gilchrist will send it in. Back to get it. McAlpine behind the net. Around the boards, Campbell. Campbell the tip. Icing call coming. If the Red Wings get there first, they don't. Didn't cross the line. Mironov sends it up. Held in on the far side by Gill. Batted away Detroit to center. Moving it up, Gilchrist. Gilchrist the shot. Wide on Grant Fuhr. Gill on the far side for St. Louis. Blues were changing. Larry Murphy had trouble with that one. Banked in off the boards, but offside the St. Louis Blues.
There's been nothing short of sensational when he's had to be.
42-32 the shots in favor of Detroit. We're in the second overtime of this game. Tied at 2. Pronger back. Fedorov was up in the check. St. Louis will move. Conroy. Dished over to Atchinham. Atchinham sent it into the zone. Pellerin was there as well. Here's Atchinham. Atchinham wants a wraparound chance. Got it. Osgood to save. Puck sitting shot. Conroy. Osgood to save. Conroy for the second time in this game. With a chance at an overtime game winner. And Osgood
Chipped it. Chris Osgood took away low.
point shot deflected. Off the face-off win. Cleared out. Bergevin had the chance. Shanahan onside. Back to Lidstrom. Lidstrom for Shanahan. Went through. Grant Fuhr had it lined up. Courtnall centering pass. Larionov came up. Batted it away. Duchesne the puck. Duchesne moved it into Hull. Hull turning. Looking. Hull trying to bang it in. Martin Lapointe hits him and blocked the pass. Larry Murphy got it out of there. Steve Duchesne back. This is now the longest of the playoff games for this 98 season so far, as we're 11:40 remaining to go here in the second overtime in St. Louis. Courtnall had it in his skates. Fedorov took it away. Detroit, new legs out there on the ice. Brought in right side. Mulkey, Draper, Fedorov. Mulkey, Fedorov helped. Tried to bang it off the side of the net. Conroy was there. Conroy to Courtnall. Courtnall, Conroy, and Atchinham are out there now. Conroy looking. Courtnall's open to one-timer, deflected wide. Took a huge 45-degree turn on that shot, but it was wide. Fedorov cleared. McGinnis back the other way. Osgood holds it up. Mironov back to get it. Mironov. Atchinham cut it off along the boards. Big scramble in the corner. Puck's there. Well, he wants it moved. Players, though, have got it covered.
You've got to get ahead, at least buy him a little time to get back into the series.
Barry Yake won the draw, tried to get a shot, couldn't. McAlpine held it in. Rouse from McCown, held in by Dimitra. Yzerman does battle. Gilchrist not out. McAlpine will take it. Just wide on the tip. Osgood going to make a save. Gilchrist backs it up. Near side for Yzerman off the board. Batted away from him by McAlpine. McCown and Dimitra collide. Campbell's pass came to center. Yzerman's got it. Not a lot of legs. There's not a lot of charging up ice here. Just trying to keep those Pistons moving. Dimitra back in behind the net. Quick line changes here. Detroit again changing it up. Dimitra moved to center. Lost control of the puck. St. Louis will change. Terry Yake. Yake hit by Jamie McCann. Played by Darren McCarty, who's got a goal for Detroit. He and Holmstrom, the 2 goals for the Red Wings. Atchinham trying to dig it out. McCarty won't let him. They'll take the face-off here. Not was won by Joey Juneau. Face-off came back to Fetisov. Draper. Fedorov. Kozlov was up ice. Came back to help. Fedorov to move it up. Sergei Fedorov in the zone. Fedorov, he was charging, trying to get to the front of the net. Holmstrom, Kozlov, Holmstrom, Conroy ran into his own player, but got the puck away to Atchinham. Couldn't clear it out by Fetisov. Held in, Duchesne. Looking out in front. Kozlov cutting. Pass was blocked to him. Fedorov back on top of Fetisov. Fetisov fakes. Goes to the wide side. At the point. Shot Mironov. Deflected. Fuhr's down. Fuhr took a little sprawl on the ice. Now he gets back up. And Meriwether would have no part of it. Played in behind the net. Osgood back to get it.
That might have just been an attempt to draw a penalty there by Grant Fuhr.
I think it was.
Yeah.
There goes Lidstrom. Lidstrom moving it in with Larionov. And that's going to be whistled on the offside. Face off to Lidstrom. Lidstrom moved it in. Larionov. Here comes Shanahan in. Shanahan. Score!